Tanking is garbage. It is misery. It is so unfun because the strongest tanks are just immobile pieces of garbage. They're not fun to play. They're not. And tanks that have different mechanics and that are kind of fun to play are weak or very underwhelming, like Rogue. So, yeah, and nobody wants to tank, by the way. You will be solo tanking for a lot of your matches. Also, this game is poorly optimized. Unreal Engine Slop. It crashes a lot, and you must have a very powerful PC to run it. And it has a lot of frame drops, and it is very laggy sometimes and very janky, so there's that. Also, support players and supports overall. It's torture to face support characters. Support players, they are dancing, they're living life because support characters are unkillable. Or, well, strategists. Yeah, they're invincible. You already heard about Invisible Woman, how she has like 1,000 shields, and how she can become invisible, and her ult is, well, the basic everybody is invincible support ult that Luna Snow has, that Cloak and Dagger has, that Loki will copy. See what I did there? I rhymed. Anyway, but yeah, it sucks. Playing as a diver is misery too. Spider-Man, Black Panther. You can't. You can't dive the supports. They're stronger than you. They will annihilate you. They have more health than you. They do more damage than you. And they have more tools than you. How is that even possible? And I know you probably heard about this before, but my issue with this game is that the developers don't care. They don't care. It is like a cycle. Overwatch didn't care, and they lost a lot of players, and they lost to Marvel Rivals for a while. And then they woke up, but it wasn't enough. And then they fully woke up recently when they added 5 new characters and some other quality of life changes. And now they won. Marvel Rivals and Overwatch are not even. Overwatch obliterated Marvel Rivals. It is that simple. They won the fight. Supports are actually killable on that game, and healing isn't as annoying because they nerfed it. And I understand that support players are, yeah, complaining and they're mad. That is very difficult, but it isn't supposed to be easy to be a healer. You're not supposed to have 1 million shields and invincibility and overhealth and more shields and armor and what. No, you're not supposed to be this god that is like Thanos. You're not supposed to like snap your fingers and delete everyone. You're not. While you're healing yourself and others, you're not supposed to be super mega giga strong. And also, I will admit that tanks in Overwatch are giga strong. They're raid bosses. But they're now killable thanks to the fact that supports have their healing nerfed by a 30%. 30% is a big number, okay? But yeah, even though Overwatch, I'm not gonna slurp them and say, oh, they're doing everything perfect. Yeah, they have given the audience way more to look forward to than this game. They're changing things, they're trying a different approach, and this game, it just feels stale. It feels like the same thing over and over and over. Overwatch just resurrected. It changed. It feels different. It feels new. It feels fresh. This game, it just feels like the same old chore. Oh my god, I'm gonna play Marvel Rivals, and I'll give you some positives, okay? I love the character designs. I love the stages. I love the music. I love the menus. This game is really good for free to play players, despite what people say. They are going to give you a lot of skins. I'm always a free to play player. I don't like pay for microtransactions, and I hate playing pay to win games, which this game isn't. Which I like, I respect. And yeah, this game gave me a lot of wonderful skins like the original Thor skin. and the original Captain America skin, which were free, you could earn, and many others. Really well done ones. Not just recolors, which yeah, you'll get a lot of recolors as a free to play player, but you'll also get original skins that are very amazing, and many other things, emotes and whatever poses and dances and all that fun silly stuff. Yeah, this game has a lot of rewards for someone that plays. It rewards you for actually playing a lot, like I said. But the issue is that if it's not a game that can be taken seriously when it comes to matchmaking, when it comes to competitive, then it's not going to flourish. Okay, it's going to remain being like a niche, like a taboo. Nobody's going to take it seriously. I understand that. Okay, you can play quick play and other silly modes with your friends, and it's not always supposed to be competitive. But there comes a point where if your game is truly competitive and it's truly awesome, but it can also be fun and silly, then you'll attract both audiences. Don't you think that it's better that way? I'll give you an example. On Evo, Street Fighter 6 is killing it. A lot of people love that game, and yeah, some people hate it. But Mortal Kombat 1, nobody cares about that game. That game died because it is too easy to play, it is too unbalanced, and the devs they didn't really care about the game, so it died, right? And nobody took it seriously. Nobody. And I know fighting games are not as big as hero shooters and online games like co-op and team games, whatever. You know what I'm talking about. But that's an example that I believe is very valid because if a game is going to have an audience complain about several issues and they're not going to do anything about it because okay, he's selling skins or we are selling emotes or whatever, battle passes, we're raking in the money, so we don't actually care about quality of life, then it's garbage. Eventually it will suffer a low, very just methodic, very painful death. I meant to say slow. I don't know why I said low. My bad. Again, apologies. It will die slowly. And yeah, that's what happened to Overwatch. Overwatch was dead. It was dead, and now it isn't. Because they tried something different, and it may work in the long run. It may fail. But at the end of the day, they're trying. And that's what matters. If you're just going to do like a random patch here and there, we nerfed this character lowering their health by 25 or 50, that's it, okay, bye guys, then what's the point? Again, you cannot continue as a game developer having your game be the same slop for a long amount of time. People will eventually get bored and they will move on. Especially live service games, right? Free to play games like these, like Overwatch, Marvel Rivals, Paladins. I believe it's in Smite. I don't remember, something like that. That's a game similar to League of Legends. Oh, League of Legends. Yeah, actually, there we go. There we go. League of Legends. Also a game that has to make a lot of changes, a lot of reworks, a lot of rehauls, because they want people to stay. And people stay if, again, they see that the game is being worked on. If they're adding new content that is actually different and it's actually going to change and shake things up. If they're just adding new characters, yeah, it's going to keep people coming, but they won't stay because the overall system, the core of the game, is still the same boring slop. You get what I'm saying? So yeah, I mean, I wouldn't call this video a rant, but I don't know, maybe I'll title it that. But yeah, I'm not coming back to this game. I'm sorry. I don't. Nothing they can do or nothing they can say is going to make me come back. I believe. I could be wrong. Hopefully I'm wrong. Hopefully they do something, but I doubt it. They need to like rework everything. I don't know, bro. I don't know if they will or the sad thing, and this is where I'll end the video. Sorry, my dog on the background barking. Sorry for the noise. If a game, right, gets too comfortable, then I don't see how they're going to change what they're doing unless they suffer greatly, like Overwatch did. They were dying a slow and painful death. Sorry, and that's why they changed. They got defeated by Marvel rivals. They like destroyed them. They had competition, real competition, tangible competition, and that's why they made those changes. If they didn't really have a competition, then they wouldn't do anything. But now Marvel Rivals has competition that actually surpassed them, and they're not doing anything. So there's that. Again, sorry for the doggy. Peace.